She will play it because she's a crazy reviewer gamer. Hopefully this song is shorter for you guys because she thinks the last one was too long, but she still is a crazy cat lady, you gamer. Hopefully this is the last one because like before, I don't like singing these songs.
Crazy Cat Lady Gamer Reviewer or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use for educational and entertainment purposes. Hi everybody, Martha here. So I just got back from seeing Spider-Man Far Away From Home. It was great. Loved it. Tom Holland, you're still doing good as the new Spider-Man. Loved everything about this movie, and we got a lot of spoiler talking to get on here. But first, let's talk about things that you probably could know if you watched the trailers. So, like Mysterio, and he's the villain in this, and stuff like that. I mean, if you guys read the comments, you read the comments, or if you know Mysterio, you should know that he's the villain. So most of you, only ones that probably would not know is people who don't read the comments. So it's good and stuff like that. Jay Gyllenhaal, I think that's how you say his name, did a great job playing him. Samuel Jackson's great as always. So is Maria Hill and Happy and so are all the other the other characters and stuff like that. MJ, or as I like to call her, Michelle, because that's who we knew as first, and that's and the M and MJ stands for Michelle, so I'm just gonna call her Michelle. And so in this movie, Spider-Man's going around the world. I think they went to Italy, German, and London in this movie. I'm pretty sure those and Netherlands. So pretty much a lot of Europe places, people, countries in Europe. So now we're gonna talk about spoilers. So before I get to this, I'm gonna get Sully and mine Sully scores.
Hi everybody, my score I give this movie is Orphan Paws and a Tail.
I give this a 9 out of 10.
So people who don't want to hear spoilers, leave now. Or people who don't care can stay. People who have watched the movie and people who don't care can stay. But everybody else go bye-bye. We're in spoiler territory. And 1 paw, 2 paw, 3 paw, 4 paw. Bye-bye, people who haven't watched the movie.
Okay, now we're in spoiler territory, guys. So, Sully doesn't see the movie, so he doesn't get to listen to it. Anyway, in the beginning of the movie, they explain the whole entire. They have the little memorial thing for all the characters who have died, or in Cap's case, retired. Like they show Tony, Natasha, Vision, and Cap, or Steve, since we have since Falcon is also Cap, but I'm gonna still call Steve Cap for a while just for a while. I'm gonna keep on calling him Cap. So they just showed their the memorial thing, and they explained to how most of Peter's class got taken away by Thanos, disappeared, or they call in this movie the blip, the snap. But like they have a new character who likes MJ, who was a little kid. It was like probably about So they're going to their junior year. So he would have been in sixth grade when the move before the snap happened, and now he's in sixth. He's in seventh. He's 11th grade. Gonna be in 11th grade. So because this takes place during their summer vacation. And basically, the two news kids from Spider-Man Homecoming explaining this to us. And right before all this happened, we see Nick Fury and Hill. We see Nick Fury and Hill find Mysterio, or as I like to call him, Fish Breath, in somewhere in Europe, taking care of elementals and stuff like that, and they guess to trust him, and they tried, and Fury's been trying to call Peter, but Peter's not listening. He's ghost. He's not answering because Peter wants to just mourn the loss of Tony, and try to be with Michelle, stuff like that. So he has a plan to do it, but everybody's telling him to be the new Iron Man. Like, I think Happy later on gets what happened, what a lot of people should probably be saying to him. And that's what I think. They should stop saying he should be new Spider-Man. And also, I don't think they should be calling Spider-Sense Peter Tingling. I don't like it. First MJ starts saying it, and everybody in the movie started saying it. Like, I get it, the joke, but it's supposed to be called Spider-Sense. Why are we calling it Peter Tingling? That sounds wrong. I don't find it funny. I find it that. And every time they said it, I hit my head. I'm like, you guys are trying to make me hurt my head. Okay, call it Spider-Sense. So basically, they have the little charity thing for a lot of people who got snapped away and came back, and apparently Aunt May's one of them. And we see them get a check for stuff from Happy, and Happy hits on Aunt May, and Peter is like, well, people stop hitting on my aunt! Basically in his head. And he says, what has happened? Happy hit on your aunt. So and he has to go on his trip. So he packs this up, but he does not want to bring the suit. So he does not bring the suit. And they continue on doing stuff like that. And he gets on the plane. First they go to Italy. And they go to I never been to Italy, so I don't know much about Italy, but I think it's I'm just gonna say the countries. If I say the names they went to, then if you guys watch the movie, you should know. But it's basically the one with where they're inside where it's a town where there's a bunch of water. So put the word up here if I can find it. So they go there, and they take pictures. The poor teacher ends up losing his camera. There's two teachers here. There's the teacher from Homecoming and a new one. So I guess there's like two science teachers because they're both science teachers. Basically. And the new kid keeps on hitting on it, trying to be with even MJ, which is weird because you are like 5 years younger than her, technically, even though you're not now. But it's just weird. I would definitely not be into him if I was her. So, and Flash is being Flash, trying to get a drink. Like, no, Flash, you're not over 21. So, when they get to Italy, this is when the water one that was like, trying to remember, because it's been a while since I watched the cartoon, so I'm trying to remember because a lot of the elementals are based off of characters that they'll probably never get to. But basically, this is a water one that liked MJ back in the cartoon, in the comics too. So, Hydro Man, that's his name. It's a lot like it's a water based elemental, but Mysterio tries to stop it with Peter's help. Peter's not wearing this costume because he didn't bring it to the thing, so he has to wear a Fool's costume. I think he left his costume because Aunt May brought it, and it brought over the ship because he found it when he was like doing his packing things, and saw that it was packed by accident when the security guys came and checked and found he has banana. I guess you can't bring bananas into Italy or something like that. And so he's wearing, I guess he left the costume at the hotel or something. And he ends up bringing, so he has to wear like a mask, like a fool's wears for like a Harlan's mask. So, in order to hide his identity from everybody else, and Mysterio and him are trying to stop the Elemento from hurting people and stuff like that. And this is when after that Fury comes and gets him after they like get back to their hotel, and he explains to Fury that he wants to be any part of this. He just wants to have fun with MJ. And MJ, like, they keep on knocking a door. Like, that happened like 3 times. Like, first, it was the teacher. Then it was the guy who owns the hotel. Then it was Becky. So, and you're gonna say if one person knocks that door, you have to visit me. You might visit another funeral. So, because this is technically I'm not gonna. This is kind of technically the first time he's talking to Nick, kinda. So, and they go and talk about like the elementals, and they say that Quentin's from another Earth, not this one. And they mention that this one's called Earth 66. And they continue, and they explain the situation about these elementals and stuff like that. And poor Peter just wants to have fun and stuff like that with MJ, and have a date with her. But nope, can't have a date with her apparently, because everything has to be interrupted by everything. So they have to go and start up another one. I think this one is a fire one, so they have to make sure none of the other students and the 2 science teachers are there, so they send them to the opera. But MJ, Michelle, Becky and Ned go because Michelle's suspicious about him, and the guy who likes Michelle thinks Peter is bad because he saw him change into his black suit that reminds me of the Noir suit. I know a lot of people think that reminds them of the Venom suit, but to me, it looks like the Noir suit to me. He's getting dressed from that. He saw like during one of the agents gave him a suit so he can keep his identity secret and stuff like that. And she told him to undress right in front of him. She didn't turn away, and the guy walked in and took a picture of it and tried to send it to them. And she got a picture from. Peter got these glasses from Tony. That it says the next Tony Stark because it's called Edith, and it stands for next Tony Stark or something like that. And he says it would happen basically like if something would like shoot the guy who wants to shoot the pictures, it could he's a target, and a drone comes and tries to kill him. So we had to point. There's baby goats, and he used it to kill the drone, and that's when they get sent to the opera, and they talk about he's really sorry that he has to deal with these drones and stuff like that because Nick yells at him about it because he tells him, "I just want to hang out with my friends," and Nick yells at him, I'm not the one that sent a drone after your friends." Because, and then Fish Breath comes in and tries to comfort him. So, and basically, by saying, it's okay if you're not the next Tony Stark. I don't want him to be. I just want him to be him. You can't be Tony. And they both fight the spider, and the one that's a fire one. I think that's called Molter Man or something like that. This one I don't remember seeing it on the cartoon, so I don't think it's the right name. And they fight that one, and Peter has to stop from Ned and Betty from getting hurt because they were both on the Ferris wheel, and he has to stop them from getting hurt by holding it up. And Quentin goes and make him look like he's sacrificed himself, and MJ follows him, and this is when I think she figures everything out. So when they head back, let's see if I can read this one right. Peter hands him, and Quentin tells him all the emeralds are gone and stuff like that, and him and Peter go inside a bar. It's to celebrate things, and they're talking about stuff. They're talking about things like how he wants to be with MJ and kiss her on top of a building, and he's thinking about what to do, who should be the next Tony Stark. And he hands the glasses to Mysterio, and this is when he reveals that he's after Peter leaves, he reveals the bad guy. And I think I was right that he lied about him being from a different Earth, because he's been here since Civil War. Because remember when they were showing those glasses that he made, where Tony Stark would have made himself look younger in front of him in Civil War. He's the one who made those glasses, and they also have William from Iron Man 1, that one of Stain was yelling at says, Tony Stark built this thing in a cave with a box of scraps. I'm sorry. I'm not Tony Stark. So we had two different people that are from two different movies. And these guys are from, and there's a whole bunch of other people too. They're basically ones who help operate Mysterio's illusions to make it look like he's like all this stuff is real. His hologram projectors and stuff like that. They're his stage crew. Let's go with that. Because somebody's got to be working things behind the scenes, so they're his stage crew. So, and one of the stage crews is has to go with the kids because after Peter gets back, he tries to get MJ tries to talk to MJ and stuff like that, and MJ thinks he's going to tell him that he's Spider-Man, but he wasn't. He was going to give him his necklace that he bought earlier, and she had something in his hand, and she had the hologram projector where, and this is where Peter figures out that everything was a lie, and he tries to contact. He realized that his phone's been bugged, and so he tries to contact Nick, and Ned finds out that MJ knows and it's not a competition, and so he goes off and tries to contact Nick, but what really happens, he Fish Breath has his phone. He has something to where he can keep track of him on his phone. And he does this big old illusion where he fools Peter, and it looks really good. It looks really cool. This is why Fish Breath is one of the best villains, because man, they did not hold back. All the times I had to play against him, and I think it was the third Spider-Man game. No, the second. It was the second Spider-Man game where with Tobey Maguire, and we had to fight him. This reminded me of that, but a lot better. And I just love the effect of it. It was really cool. I can't describe it. You have to watch the movie because it's really hard to describe. And the only part I can think of putting is that he put that part of the illusion was Peter was inside the fishbowl. So, and at the end of the illusion, he gets hit by a train. But basically, it made him look like he killed Nick twice. But Nick wasn't. But he made it look like he killed Fury twice. Like Fury got shot one time, and he made it look like Fury shot him. But it was all illusion. Nobody was there to begin with, and there was this Fish Breath playing with Peter, and he got hit by a train. Great, because he's always just trying to do is kill Fury. And he's happy that Tony's gone. So and he said that it was if it was your fault that Tony's gone. Like, you went too far that time. Don't ever say that again. So, and he when Peter wakes up after being off the train, he finds that he's in the Netherlands because he goes he went off to I think he went to Berlin to go talk to them, to go talk to Fury. But he ended up in the Netherlands after this. And he finds out his friends are in London, so he has to go and get to London somehow. So he calls Happy and tells Happy what's going on. Happy's the only one that has he told Mysterio that Michelle knows, Ned knows, and maybe Becky. But so Mysterio wants to kill those guys, and this is when they do the smoke monster, and the new teacher keeps on calling all these things witches. Like, okay, that's funny, but stuff like that. And he gets on a plane with Happy, and he makes himself a new suit after Happy gave him pep talks telling him, "You will never be Tony. People should stop telling you you're Tony. Tony can never live to even being Tony. I was his best friend, and I know you miss him. I miss him too," basically. And I was like, thank you, Happy, for saying that to him, because nope, just be yourself, Peter. So he has to go back and get Edith back from Mr. Fish Breath, and he makes himself a new suit. Like, yay, Peter's making him his own suit, not Tony. Because remember, guys, Spider-Man is smart. Okay, he's just as smart as Tony. Like, there's 3 smart people. Okay, there's a whole bunch of more smart people in the Marvel, but these are the ones I know. They're the most smart ones. Mr. Fantastic, Iron Man, and Spider-Man. Those are the ones that are the most smart ones. There's a whole bunch of other ones, but those are the ones that are the most smart ones, and the Marvel ones. We haven't seen Mr. Fantastic yet, because we, not our thing, but they can. He makes his own suit, and it looks a little different, but I don't think, as long as Fish Breath doesn't know about it, that's all that matters. So he goes and tries to stop Fish Breath from, and by knowing, because he knows now the smoke, that the illusions are fake, like the elementals are fake. So he goes inside the thing. Peter, Happy drops inside there, and Happy tells Fury that the code, like hoverboard and stuff like that. So he gets it, and Maria shoots one of the drones, and so it doesn't shoot Fury. And Peter has to go inside there and destroy the drones. And this is when Fitzbreath stage crew finds out and tries to stop and turns off the illusion. And Peter goes after and sees Fish Breath, and he keeps on attacking it and trying to go after it, and Fish Breath tricks him, but Peter knows it's not a trick. You can't trick me anymore. So he gets punches him and gets Edith back from him, and and Fish Breath dies. He ends up dying by accident, I think. And while this is going on, Happy takes because the new kid tries to get Peter in trouble for the whole picture with that lady, but MJ stood up for him, like, that's really inappropriate to take a picture of people when they're in the bathroom, and everybody agrees with him. And Happy takes because Ned, Betty, Michelle, and Flash get separated from them. And he takes those people, because I remember the trailer, like, you work for Spider-Man, work with Spider-Man, not for Spider-Man, to Flash, he says. And they get inside, they go to where the Queen's jewels are, and MJ hits one of the drones with a mallet, and Happy grabs a shield from one of the knights and throws it at the drone and misses. How does Cap do that? So, like, he's a lot better aiming than you. That's how Cap does it. So, basically, and they go back. This is when they go back home. So they're back in New York. And Spider-Man tries to get Happy and Aunt May to confess her together, but I don't think they get. I think it's kind of complicated relationship, basically. And him and MJ take go through the room, do the whole entire where she gets a ride on his back while he's swinging. And this is when the movie ends. And we have we have 2 end credit scenes. So this is definitely my favorite credit scene. I am happy for them to top it, but this is officially my favorite end credit scene. And before we get to this end credit scene, it just feels so weird. This is the first Marvel movie of the Marvel Cinematic Universe without Stan. No Stan cameo. No Stan cameo. I knew he was not going to be in this movie, but it sucks. I thought they would do a picture of him, but I did not see a picture of him, so I just have to get used to it now. We all do. But basically, the end credit scene is Quentin exposing to the world that Peter is Spider-Man. And do you know who they bring up? They brought back Jameson. They brought back J.K. Simmons from Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. They brought back J. Jonah Jameson, the same exact actor, and he says, "That man is Spider-Man." Yes, he has sideburns. His head was bald right here, and he has his hair right here. Yes, I know the actor's bald, but still, that's this Jameson being in this instant credit scene is what makes it the best. I did not expect him to ever be back in the movies again, but I'm so happy they got him back. Yes! Can Peter work for him so we can hear him say, "Parker, you're fired!" I want to hear him say, "Parker, you're fired!" again. So, let me calm down now. So, the second end credit scene is, this whole entire time, Hill and Fury were crazed, and Fury was, on a ship where he's protected, where he would not get hurt. So, if P.S. Brad tried to kill him and actually conceded, he would not exactly conceded because it wasn't even Nick to begin with. So, bye guys. See you guys later. Like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.